This behind me is my 1997 Toyota 4Runner, and I've had it since I was 16 years old.
And it's time for a refresh, but let me explain. Aubrey and I had already done a refresh on this 4Runner back when it was about 300,000 miles because it was very poor condition. It was spray painted head to toe. It had been spray painted 2 times by us, and it was starting to peel off. It was starting to flake, and honestly, the vehicle mechanically wasn't very safe. So at the time, I replaced the suspension, we redid the wheels and tires, and as you can tell, we repainted it with the Raptor liner finish. Now at the time, Aubrey and I were kind of on a tight budget. How do we make this 4Runner look good and have it operate mechanically sound while also staying on a budget? And we did that. Unfortunately, the parts that we chose are not holding up to the stand of time. These tires are very heavy and that suspension is clapped. It's so clapped now that the tires have a really bad uneven wear where the rears almost look brand new. So we have to get in there and refresh all of the front suspension, and I got all those parts about a year ago. Now it's really not even about the tires wearing fast, it's also not very stable at high speeds. It kind of feels like the Space Shuttle Columbia upon re-entry. It's very shaky, and the 4Runner is actually sitting at a very crooked lean, so on even surface it looks like we're a drag pack, and that's not what this thing is built for. So we have to fix that. Now the problems don't stop on the outside. The inside is kind of worse for wear, and it really shows its age right here on the center console and on the seats too. It really makes the interior of this vehicle just kind of look terrible. We try to hide it with these seats, but unfortunately they're not very comfy to sit in, so that's gonna have to be corrected as well. And that's about as much as Aubrey knows that I'm gonna fix.
Wait, what?
Give me that, go inside. You can't hear this next part. Run! Yeah! All right, moving on. Now Aubrey's birthday is coming up, and her 4Runner means a lot to her. Honestly, she really does care about this thing. She loves driving it, and we've agreed that we're never gonna get rid of it, ever, even if it means we have another SUV in the family. This is something that will always stay a part with us. So with that being said, follow along as we go ahead and revamp all the stuff, make sure this 4Runner gets in tip-top shape, and Aubrey has a lovely birthday surprise. Let's get these seats out. Bam. And with the covers removed, they're pretty gross. The tops look good, but this one doesn't. So it's all getting replaced. So the seats are going to upholstery, and I gotta get this thing in the garage so I can start working on the suspension and whatever. I'm in a kneeling position. I like this. This is safe. I think I actually like driving like this. It's nice. I feel like a ninja. Like a glove. Now, with the wheels off, this next part is gonna take a long time, and not only is it gonna take a lot of time, it's gonna take a lot of curse words, so I'll save you from all that. Bam, just like that. Got some brand new Bilstein struts with some Old Man Emu shocks, some upper control arms, all brand new stuff. Let's get the wheel on and get it out of the garage. Just got a call from the upholstery shop that the seats have been fitted with the new covers, and the special surprise in the seats is also taken care of as well. Let's go pick them up. And this is the only vehicle that they'll fit in because we can't take the 4Runner because it has no seats. We have arrived, and look at that Yaris. Oh my gosh! There's 2 routes of build that I would do if I had a Yaris like the ones that we really love. One of which Aubrey would not like, and one of which Aubrey would like. And I can tell you, it's not that one. I love low cars, and I think that'd be so cool to have a slammed Yaris like that, but Aubrey would prefer the other option, which is lifting it up, putting some beefy tires on it, and just being the cutest little off-roading thing you'd ever seen. Here's to wishing. And there they are. The seats look incredible. I mean, this is way better. He was able to fix some of the trim on this driver's side that was falling off on the plastic side for the buttons, and it looks incredible. He said he hasn't had any time to let it sit out in the sun to kind of get some of these wrinkles out, but he said they're gonna come out in no time because it's real leather, so love that. Now let's go ahead and get these covered up with the trash bags and get going, because I think the clouds have caught up to me now. Hang in there, trash bags! We're almost home! It's raining, but it's more misting. All right, made it home. Not too rainy out, and the trash bags did a wonderful job. Nice and dry. In addition to having the seats replaced, we also have a center console replacement because this is our old one, and as you can tell, there is approximately 25 years worth of arm gunk and whatnot on top of it, and it is worn out. So I already removed it. Time to remove all the staples and put the new one on. All right, now that I've got the old one off, I had to do a little bit of a repair on the back side. It was cracking a little bit, but now we can spray it with some of this adhesive and then get this new one on. Like, bam, just like that. Looks pretty good. Let's go get it installed. Look at that. That looks right on the showroom floor. Okay, now, before we can install the seats, we gotta clean a lot of this up. There's a lot of pet hair and just grossness, remnants of In-N-Out Burger, both stickers and fries included, and some of Nico's dog treats. So let's give this a good cleaning. That way when we put the seats in and the floor mats, they look amazing.
The next day.
Look at that. The vacuum lines make it look way better. And unfortunately, that is like perma stained. I could not get that out to save the life of me. And this side actually turned out pretty good as well. A lot of this stuff underneath the seat will never be seen, and thankfully, but I wanted to see if I could get a lot of this right here where you could kind of see by the seat. And I think it came out a lot better than it actually was. Now, I really did try my damnedest to get this out because that's about 6 passes on either side with a water extractor or carpet cleaner extractor, and that's some tough stains. That's really hard. I think that would even give the OxiClean guy, Billy Mays, a run for his money. So let's get these seats in. Yeah. Now these extra wires down here are actually heated seats. I had the upholstery guy put in heated mats in the top and the bottom portion for both the driver and the passenger. So now Aubrey has heated seats in her 1997 Toyota 4Runner. And we are finished. After spending about a week and a half to 2 weeks working on this thing, at least like 15 hours worth of work going into that front suspension and getting all the seats organized and back and forth to the upholster, we are finally finished. So let's go grab Aubrey and see what she thinks.
Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Let's go! What's going on, guys? It's your boy H Pizzit. Now, Aubrey, when you brought your Toyota 4Runner over here to HPM Customs, it was a mess. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Now, let's take a look at your new ride. I'm gonna be honest, I already showed Aubrey off camera the inside of the vehicle. She was really excited to see it and I couldn't just hold her back from it. So Aubrey, what do you think?
Honestly, they look absolutely incredible. I feel like I had pretty high expectations because I did help HP pick out the actual seat covers themselves, but they look like they were made for this car. The thing that's incredible is the fact that the seats had so much foam eroding from it, and the fact that like it feels as though the seat is 100% whole, that there was never any issues with it, and the fitment of the seats. Like, one thing I definitely didn't want was a seat cover, and these are like fully new seats. They look absolutely incredible. But the thing that blows me away even more than the seats is, number one, well, maybe not more than the seats, but this is pretty cool as well. I wasn't expecting this, but the heated seats. I mean, this is a huge, huge game changer. I've been debating on getting a new car for like 2 years now, and one of the biggest factors as to why I wanted a new car was my seats and the fact that my seats didn't have a heater. So the fact that now my seats do, super excited.
Now the seats isn't the only thing that I did. Aubrey, can you tell anything different about the outside?
I've been told that it's not sagging, which I definitely do notice. But to be honest, I never really noticed the sagging to begin with. That was definitely one of the things that HP really didn't like about the car. But I haven't driven this yet. And I had noticed that over the last couple of months, the drive of this car was getting worse and worse. And it was getting so loud to drive, especially on the highway. So I cannot wait to take this out on the road because I have no doubt that it will be so much better.
Now for the seat installation, the seat covers themselves being genuine leather, just like it came from the factory, total right about $1,100, and then plus installation with the heated seats inserts as well, right about $1,800 all in for the seats, with an additional $800 approximately. I'm gonna say that number because it doesn't get me in trouble. To be honest, I bought all those parts for the suspension last year for like Black Friday deals and piecemealed it together, so I'd probably say 800 is a good estimate. So totaling out to
2,400.
26. But $2,400 for that beautiful smile on Aubrey's face really makes it all worth it. Guys, as always, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next episode.